Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another day, another time, another episode. Me working on these cars here in the garage. Today, continue working on the DA Integra. And the last time you guys seen me, I was actually fooling with the suspension pieces on the car. So that stuff's done. In the meantime, I went ahead and ordered up the injectors and the harness, the tucked harness that I needed, the new harness or whatever. I ordered it from Rywire, um, and it's cool because things have progressed so much, especially for us car enthusiasts. We are really spoiled in the year 2023 because years ago, man, when the this tucked harness thing really hit the Honda scene, because it was a big thing, like very clean, shaved, neat engine bays for the Volkswagen guys, and it kind of drifted over into the Japanese car guy scene, and it just took off from there. But anyways, man, back in the day, you pretty much had to make your own harness. Companies that came about, Chase Bays was a very big player back then, and of course, Rywire. And since then, Chase Bays has left that part of the industry making tuck harnesses, but you have so many companies. Wireworks is one, Carrot Top Racing is another. So you have a lot of options when it comes to tucked harnesses, especially for Hondas. However, I think at this point, Chase Base is one, but now at this point, I think Rywire is the only company that offers a tucked harness for DA Integras. And I like the way Rywire does it. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But let me turn this thing and see why I'm doing all of this here. What did I see and what did I want to change? So get this light set up a little bit. So you can kind of see it. I've already started taking some of the stuff off, like the sensors and all. But anyways, this was my attempt 12 years ago when I did like a mild wire tuck. This is what I came up with. It's not, I know it's nowhere near the level of what some guys were capable of doing, but it was effective. It cleaned it up. It just made it more appealing and pleasing. So I want to get rid of all of this. It's old wires. This here, it was the map sensor, and a lot of my idling problems actually was coming from this here. So I wound up cutting that and just resplicing it, and I actually had to fix wiring inside as well. And if people know DA Integras very well, you know the map sensor on the OBD-O car is actually set up right here on the firewall. It wasn't even connected to the throttle body. But of course, when I went to this setup and all, I did away with all of that. And I just cleaned it up. But again, it's old wiring. It wasn't as neat and as clean as it could be. So, yeah, now I have a little bit more cash flow, of course. And also just, the age of the car. The wiring harness is starting to give me problems because it was like some stuff with the fuel injector harness portion as well was acting up. So like I said, I just just decided now is the time, especially if I'm serious about selling this thing in like a year and a half, 2 years, that I want, like I said before in my previous video, whoever gets this car, I want them to have a very good base, a very clean car that they could just take out, enjoy, be reliable, but also if they wanted to show it, they could, and it'd be able to handle its own at a show type setting. So that's what I'm doing, man. Just cleaning up everything that I guess you could say that I messed up over the last 20 years or half-assed or whatever. And as budget and time has allowed, I've gotten better, but it's still some things that I want to clean up as well. I don't want to just pass this on. Jumping right into it. Like I said, I started working a little bit. You can see, and it took the IAC sensor, the IAT sensor, TPS sensor. The other thing I'm working over in this corner, again, guys, it's got this vintage Honda You know, there's some cream plugs that live up in this area. And then back over where that screw hole is right there in that area as well. So I've already removed those. And kind of, I don't know if the camera with the light, let's see something. Get in there. You can kind of see the one down there. That's one of the cream plugs that's getting disconnected and it's getting routed inside of the car. Let me show you guys that, because this is very important. These are the chassis harnesses and plugs for the DA Integra. EF's is going to be the same setup. These two plugs here was where I was just showing you over by the brake booster master cylinder that you actually got to, you don't have to, but Rywire's designed his harness to be this way, and it's a good way to do it. You take the ones that's from the inside, you pull them back inside. Now you're going to route it up along the inside of the firewall, and that effect is going to tuck the bay all the way. And what I like about Rywire is they provide, here's the plugs here, the female ends of that. They will provide on your chassis specific a sub harness that's going to run from your body harness. It's going to connect, because you need power and stuff like that, and there's some things in here that you need that's going to talk to your actual other harness. So you just plug this in to the Rywire harness, and I'll show you guys here once I find it, like right here. So that big gray plug from the body is going to plug into this, and then this, all of this here, let me get up real quick, show you guys. This here is the actual wiring harness, and I'm going to unwrap it and show you guys as well. You can see it's a Rywire. So what Rywire has done with their harnesses has made it to where you got sub harnesses, just like a factory would set it up. So that harness there, that sub harness, stays with the car, and then this harness itself can move to any OBD0, OBD1, or OBD2, B series or D series, and I believe F series as well. They're all the same freaking plugs and everything. So you can have so many different builds, or you could sell this harness, you could upgrade it to a mil spec harness, and you'll still be good, because the body side harness is going to plug into this and you're good to go. And these are your 3 gray plugs here. And this is OBD1 specific. Then you got OBD2, which is different. Those plugs are different. Your injectors plugs are different. And then, of course, your alternator plugs are different. OBD1 and OBD0 cars has the green round plug. OBD2 cars are going to be like a square plug. And then your distributor plugs here and here are the same for OBD1 cars across the board. OBD0, of course, and then OBD2 plugs are completely different for your distributor. But pretty much this is the budget spec harness. It's about $550 out the door, and then you get charged $80 for the sub harness for the body. And then I wind up buying the separated alternator starter wires. I'll talk about that a little bit more in depth. I might wind up breaking this up in 2 parts. We'll see what happens. But enough talking. I'm gonna go ahead and get busy. And once I get that other harness out, I'm gonna lay both of them side by side so you guys can really see how freaking clean this wire harness is gonna make this set. So like I said, let me get to work and get busy. And I may set up the tripod and film a little bit. I probably won't do the actual filming of me removing it, but the install, I'll set up my tripod and kind of show you guys, you know, some stuff, and then go from there. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. There are 2 plugs that I'm not going to say I'm scared of, but I don't know where the heck they go right now. And I've been wrecking my brain. It's been a long time. Forgive me. I want to say this one here was the the O2 sensor, which I don't have on my Honda. I got that removed. We're controlling the fueling maps another way. And then this guy, it scares me because it's the same as that body harness there, body plug, but I don't know where the hell this one goes. It would have went up on a firewall somewhere, of course, with this. And like I said, I know for a fact that this guy here kind of looks like the old O2 sensor wire. So, yep. So I'll go ahead and get on this harness install. And like I said, I'll set up the tripod once I'm going back in with it. You guys can kind of start seeing this thing go together. All right.